Hey friends, welcome to our LakePoint Kids online family experience. I'm Miss Rachel, and as you can see, I'm having a Lego sort of day. Lego, I mean, is there anything better to play with? You can be the designer and creator of anything you can imagine. Even grown-ups have fun with Lego. It's just bursting with possibilities. And so today, I've been busy making bridges. I was inspired by that trivia question we answered last week. Do you remember it? It asked what an artist in Germany painted on a bridge, and the answer was Lego pieces. Check it out, it's super cool. So I made some of my own Lego bridges here. I have this one that's tall and skinny, this one here that is short and wide, and then this one here that is super long. Now, bridges can be all different sorts of shapes and styles and structures, but their purpose is always the same. Help bridge the gap between two sides that are separated. You know, that kind of reminds me of the theme we've been talking about this month. Do you remember what it is? Here, let me give you a little hint. Oops, I dropped a piece of Lego. Or, I'm hungry for a piece of cake. Did that help at all? Well, it's not Lego, and unfortunately it's not cake either, it's piece. But piece that's spelled a different way and means something different. We define it as this. Peace is proving you care more about each other than winning an argument. I'll count to 3 and then we'll say it together. 1, 2, 3. Peace is proving you care more about each other than winning an argument. You know, someone asked me this week how peace and bridges are connected. And that's a great question, and perhaps you thought the same thing. Well, let's pretend that this is you over here. And you have your own ideas and opinions about things, as everyone does, but let's just say this person over here, well, they believe something completely opposite than you do. You just don't agree on things. So then what happens? Do you just completely ignore that person because you're too different from them? Or do you argue with this person, trying to convince them to come over to your side? Or do you build a wall around yourself, keeping yourself separate from anyone who's different than you? Or do you work at having peace? When you work at having peace, it's like building a bridge to that person. It's saying that you don't have to be like me, you don't have to think like me, you still matter and you are important. We can still connect, we can still talk, we can still find value in each other. See, peace doesn't worry about picking sides. Peace just picks people. And what does that look like? Well, check out this video to learn a bit more about what peace is and isn't.
Can I get a little peace and quiet in here? I gotta be honest. It's easy to think about peace as a bubble. Ignoring the world so that you can chill out and get a little you time. Or maybe you think of peace as a simple agreement. You do your thing, I do mine. Then we don't have to worry about each other's problems or the ways we're different from each other. Or you might see peace as a big, grand thing. General, this treaty officially ends all wars. But true peace doesn't look like any of that. True peace is messy. It takes hard work and creativity. It says, how can I listen to you first before I speak? It says, how can I learn what it's like to walk in your shoes before I try to fix it? How can we get creative to find a way through? See, when you do the hard work of making peace, others can see God at work in you. That's why making peace is an amazing way to worship God with your life. Because worship, it's about more than just singing loud. It's all about living loud.
So peace. It's often not easy, but it's always worth it. Why? Well, because it helps us to honor people and to worship God. Well, I've got my bridges here and I want to play a little game with them and with you today. So I'm going to put different things on my bridges and you'll need to guess whether or not the bridge will be able to stand up or if it will crack. Now, if you think it's going to stand up, then you need to give me a thumbs up sign. If you think it's going to collapse, then give me a thumbs down sign. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to start here with a roll of tape. Let's try it on all 3 bridges. Think it's going to stand or crack? Stood up just fine. All right, what about this one, our long one? Ooh, it's sagging a bit, but it's standing up. All right, and how about this one? Yep, it's just fine. All right, now let's try my phone. Okay. Oh, it's fine on that one. What do you think about this one? Ooh, it's definitely buckling a bit under the weight, but it's holding its own. And we'll try this one. Just fine. Okay, we're gonna do the stapler now. What do you think? Oh, that one was fine. Got your thumbs up or thumbs down. What do you think? Oh, made it. Let's try this one here. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Ooh. It stayed. All right, let's try now with some Play-Doh. Let's see. Thumbs up or thumbs down? All right, well, let's keep stacking. You do a thumbs down if you think it's gonna change at any point. Well, that was pretty impressive. That one held. All right, let's try it over here. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Ooh, it's starting to sag, friends. I don't know. Oh dear. Oh! It wasn't able to handle all that weight. All right, let's try this one. You let me know if you think it's gonna switch from thumbs up to thumbs down. It's handling this really well. It might be a problem with me balancing it instead of not being. Well, it kind of broke. I guess it can handle all of that. All right, that was fun, guys. Thanks for playing along. And speaking of building bridges, the Bible has something to say about that too. You know, just like an architect building a bridge would use blueprints to know how to build the bridge and what to use, the Bible gives us instructions to know how to live too. Let's look at a verse of the month. So let us do all we can to live in peace, and let us work hard to build up one another. Romans 14, verse 19, nerve. God clearly takes peace seriously if we are to do all we can to live in it. This verse also says that we should work hard at building one another up or encouraging each other. So we can take from that encouraging one another must help in building peace with each other. All right, now let's rehearse the verse. So let us do all we can to live in peace, and let us work hard to build up one another. Romans 14, verse 19, nerve. And for our memory verse challenge today, I need you to stand to your feet. We are going to get a little creative today. I need you to stand on one foot, cross your fingers, close one eye, put one hand on your head, do arm circles with the other arm, and then we'll say it. You think you got that? I think you can do it. Are you ready? Let's go. So let us do all we can to live in peace, and let us work hard to build up one another. Romans 14, verse 19, nerve. How'd that one go for you? Well, let's try something else now. Now I want you to cross your arms, cross your legs, and jump up and down at the same time. Are you ready? Go! So let us do all we can to live in peace, and let us work hard to build up one another. Romans 14, verse 19, nerve. Good! Lastly now, let's stand up on our tiptoes, tilt our heads to one side, put our arms up in the air, snap our fingers, and go! So let us do all we can to live in peace, and let us work hard to build up one another. Romans 14, verse 19, nerve. Good job, everyone. So peace, what is it again? Well, peace is proving you care more about each other than winning the argument. And our bottom line, or focus point of today is, You can show others you care by being part of the solution. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. You can show others you care by being part of the solution. Showing others you care by being part of the solution? Did you notice it didn't say to show others that you're right, or that you're tough, or that you better not mess with me? But what about times when you are right, or when you are stronger or bigger and could win? Let's tune in now to see what the guys from the So-and-So have to say about this. Now, just a heads up, today's story is a little bit complicated, so instead of Kellen explaining things, we're gonna have someone else help us break down the story today.
So Lawson, what do you think?
I don't know, Brandon. Is this really the wave of the future?
Absolutely. We're building way more than bridges here. I've been working on this place for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but I just liked our normal set.
Normal set. Can we do this on our normal set?
Oh!
See, diamonds!
Wow!
You try.
Okay. Uh-oh.
We always end up on fire when you play.
Help! Help! Hello, everybody. My name is Lawson,
And I'm Brandon.
and this is the So-and-So Show.
Ah! Come on. What? How dare you, sir? You are the stooge.
I'm sorry, Brandon. Are we bothering you?
No, I'm sorry. I'm dealing with a troll on this game that I'm playing. Oh, yeah? Yeah, well, hey, well, you just imagine that I am made out of rubber, and you, by contrast, are made out of something that is sticky like glue, so that when you insult me the way that you're doing right now...
A troll like the mythical creatures that live under the bridge?
But no, a troll is someone who goes on the internet for the sole purpose of making other people angry. They make rude comments on your pictures, they insult your tweets, and they follow you around ruining your game because they think it's fun to be mean. Oh, yeah? Yeah, well, if you think you're so tough, why don't you come on the show and you say that to my face?
What? No, that's an awful idea, Brandon.
Trolls are cowards, Lawson. He'll never show up. Please welcome someone who knows stuff.
Sup, Stooge? You look different than your avatar.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You know it isn't.
Hi, I'm Lawson.
Didn't ask.
All right, you know what? Your quarrel is with me, troll, so please leave my co-host out of it.
Yeah.
I have a name.
Oh, sorry, what is it?
Joel.
Joel. The troll.
That's right. So I spend all day under a bridge making fun of people on the internet. So what?
Wait, you actually live under a bridge?
No, I don't actually live under a bridge. It's near a Starbucks, so I get free Wi-Fi.
I have a question. Why are you the way you are?
What can I say? Water's wet, fire's hot, birds gotta sing. Trolls gotta post sarcastic memes about your lousy gameplay.
Or you could be nice.
And you could be quiet, but here we are.
Listen, I would like you to stop trolling me on the game, please.
Or what? Or what?
Or
what?
Or what?
Well, if I don't stop trolling you on the game, what are you gonna do about it?
I don't know. I guess I'll talk to the game administrators about having you removed.
Well, I'll just log back in with a new user ID. You can't keep me away. I'm like a fungus. I'm just gonna keep coming back again and again and again and again.
Or
Or what are you, in a rowboat or something? Seriously, do you need an oar? Like rower, or where are you rowing? A Port Stooge? I mean, seriously, does this guy have an off switch?
You know what? You can't talk to my friend that way. I would like you to leave, please.
Suits me. Show's a real stinker anyway. A real stinker. See you online, Stooge.
The only real stinker around here is you. That's what I should have said. Maybe I can catch him.
No, don't do it, man. It's not worth it.
You're right, it's not enough. I need to hit him where it hurts. On the internet. I'm gonna post something snarky on every single one of his pictures online. That'll show him.
But won't he just do the same thing to you?
Probably. So I'll hit him again. With more sarcasm. And more insults. I'll come up with the perfect comebacks. I'll go at this day and night if I have to.
Or
what?
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Genesis, chapter 26.
God had chosen Abraham to follow him, and God made the same promises to Abraham's son, Isaac.
I will make your children after you, as many as the stars in the sky, and I will give them all these lands. All nations on earth will be blessed because of your children.
Thank you, God.
The land of the Philistines where Isaac lived had experienced a period of famine, but God blessed Isaac's crops.
Hey, boss, we done gathered 100 times more wheat than we planted.
Excellent.
103.7 times as much, to be precise.
And your flocks and herds are multiplying like rabbits.
Actually, they're increasing like sheep and goats, because that's what they are.
Very well, carry on.
Unfortunately, the Philistines who lived nearby grew jealous of Isaac's success. They shoveled dirt into his wells, cutting off his water source.
Excuse me?
The king of the Philistines called for Isaac and issued a command.
You have become too powerful. Move away from us.
It wasn't fair. Isaac had plenty of men who could stand against the Philistines and fight, but he chose to keep his cool.
All right, we'll move down to the Valley of Gerar.
Isaac and his family packed up everything he owned.
I knew I should have been saving all those Camel X delivery boxes.
They moved on and made camp in the Valley of Gerar, where Abraham had lived many years before.
Oh, all right, men. Let's open up those old wells my father dug.
Isaac's servants immediately got to work, digging for water.
Ooh-wee! It's hotter than a snake in a hog's back out here.
My calculations of soil composition. We should hit water in precisely 2.6 seconds.
Well, ain't that the bee's knees?
Abraham's old wells filled with cool, clear water once again. The happy herds and flocks could drink their fill. That is, until the nearby Philistine herdsmen showed up.
So kind of you to open up these wells for us.
Step aside, the water's ours.
Isaac's servants gaped at the Philistines.
You got some nerve.
These wells belong to Isaac by ancestral tradition and dint of hard labor.
Whatever.
We're taking the well.
Oh yeah? We're gonna have to fight me for it.
I believe the appropriate course of action is to flee.
As Isaac's servants and the Philistine herdsmen faced off, Isaac himself arrived.
Easy does it, fellas. There's plenty of land in this valley for everyone. We'll move along.
But we can take them.
let's go.
So Isaac and his family and his servants and his flocks all moved camp down the valley, and once again his servants set out to dig new wells.
This is an exercise in futility.
Yeah, well, I've been working out. My futility is really strong. Look here!
The new wells also produced clean, clear, cool water, but it wasn't long before Philistine herdsmen arrived on the scene.
Yes! Another day, another well for us.
Why, I'll flatten you back to the flood.
Step aside.
Eek, save me.
Once again, Isaac showed up.
Take it down a notch, please. There's still room for everyone.
Oh, come on, we could knock them flat.
Yes, we could, but we're not going to. Move on out, boys.
For a third time, Isaac and his men moved camp, and once again his servants dug new wells.
This time, I'm gonna tie those bullies in knots and dip them in garlic.
Oh, look, water. Yay.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
This time, no one challenged Isaac or his servants. They were left to tend to their flocks and herds in peace. That is until one day, Isaac spotted King Abimelech heading his way with a host of advisors. When the royal entourage arrived, Isaac welcomed them.
Why have you come to me? You were angry with me and sent me away.
Abimelech shifted and exchanged a glance with his advisors.
Well, we saw clearly the Lord was with you, so we want to make a peace treaty with you. We always treated you well. We sent you away peacefully, and now the Lord has blessed you. Give us your word you won't harm us.
I can do that.
Isaac prepared a feast for the Philistines. Early the next morning, the men made an agreement to keep peace with each other. Then, the Philistines went on their way.
Need a drink? Pretty good well right there by the road.
Yep, even though Isaac had the power to win a fight, he had chosen to stay strong and walk away 3 times in a row. And God had blessed him with peace.
Oh, no. Are you still going to troll Joel the Troll again?
No, no good can come from that. I'm walking away from that fight. I am going to block him on the game I play, though. Here.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Shall we?
Yep.
Reveal the question!
Today's question is, when should you walk away from a fight? That's a tough question. Maybe you should walk away when the fight is over something small, like who took the last piece of pizza?
That's not small, that's a big deal.
Sorry.
I forgive you. It's also probably a good idea to walk away when someone might get hurt. Talk to a grown-up you trust or try and find a peaceful solution first.
Yeah, peace is the way to go for sure.
So, talk about it together. When should you walk away from a fight?
Until next time, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Lawson.
And this has been
The So-and-So Show.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
I'll play this game some more.
All right, here we go. This is great. Don't worry, I watched a YouTube video. I got this.
Okay, are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There we go.
Hey, did you ever have a pencil troll?
No, did you?
Yeah, I did. It was really fun. Yeah.
Wow. That's good. You mean like this?
No, thank you.
What?
So, what do we take away from that? Especially because Isaac had the right to be angry and frustrated. Well, I believe the reason Isaac didn't fight back was because he knew he had God's promises of blessing. He knew God was in control. He knew if God was going to bless him, how much really could these people do to him? Did Isaac get frustrated? Probably. Did he feel like this wasn't fair? Yeah. Did he pray about it? I bet he did. But he trusted God to work things out for him. You know, sometimes when we are upset about things, we are tempted to lash out or say mean words or get really angry, and we focus more about our rights than our response. We're more focused on what someone else did to us and how that's wrong than we are about how we are acting. But the Bible talks about being peaceful, about being patient and kind, loving and forgiving at all times, not just when it's easy or people are being nice to us. But that's hard, isn't it? I mean, what do we do with someone who is difficult to build peace with? Well, we ask Jesus for help. He helps bridge the gap between us and God, and he can help you bridge the gap between you and someone else. He can give you compassion, understanding, forgiveness, kindness, patience, perspective, and love, all which can help bring peace. He can help us be part of the solution instead of part of the problem. Just ask him. It's time to bring it home now with our small group time, so along with your parent, listen to today's instructions. First off, talk about your thoughts about today's story. Is there an issue where you need to walk away from something to avoid a fight? Instead of fighting, what else can you do? Think of some examples from the Bible where people pursued peace. Now press pause, complete the activity, and then come back for the second set of instructions. For a second activity, I want you to get creative and build a bridge. A really, really long bridge. Use furniture, people, vehicles, anything you can think of to build a really long bridge and measure how long it is. I can't wait to see what you come up with. This month, our weekly draw is your choice between a Berenstain Bears book or a Bible trivia book. To have a chance at winning, parents, please take a picture of your super long bridge. Please post it on our LakePoint Kids Facebook page or email it to me at rachel@lakepoint.church. Please also let me know how long it is. Parents, please take a moment right now to grab your phone and fill out the online connection card available on the LakePoint app. It's like our guest book, letting us know who is watching and helping us stay connected to you. It also allows you to sign up for our latest LakePoint initiatives and opportunities. So kids, while your parents are busy doing that, why don't you see if you can hold your body in a bridge position for the next 60 seconds without moving a muscle? Just a reminder that you can go back and watch your favorite LakePoint Kids online family experiences on our YouTube channel or on our LakePoint app in the Family Resources section. Thanks for tuning in today, friends. I'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Remember, you can show others you care by being part of the solution.